Good dawning. Welcome to the Moon Day episode of Good Dawning here with myself, Mr. Floyd, Josh, and welcome to the second week in January here, technically the first week, and welcome to the next day of the rest of your life. Grateful to be here. If you missed last night there, and hopefully you did not, we had like 14 continuously in the chat, so it's pretty good. For Feng Shui last night with Krista, which was amazing. So if you missed Feng Shui with Krista, please check it out last night. We restarted Feng Shui for 2025. Laura was there for a few. It was really good. She's going to do it a lot slower. And so if you want to learn Feng Shui with Krista at Blindly Inspired, she's doing that on the channel every Sunday at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Or 5 o'clock my time, which would be 7 o'clock Eastern Time, or 4 o'clock Pacific. Last night was the first of what's going to be a much longer stretch of learning Feng Shui for the next couple of months at least. So, definitely join us. It's good stuff. So, welcome to Good Dining there. Welcome, Chloe. Chloe's Crystals. Remember, www.chloescrystals.com. When you type it in there, you will not see anything, but then you will one day. So, chloescrystals.com. Hey, Chloe, how you doing? Truth Wave, good dawning here. Nice to see you. Welcome. Much love, brother. If you don't know who Truth Wave Energy is, Truth Wave, well, maybe we'll have him on one day, but basically he does an intuitive meditation. It's kind of an interesting, it's unique to, first off, it's very graphical, so I got to give him credits for that. Victor and it's very quite interesting. If you're not familiar with Truth Wave meditation, it's on. I guess my time would be 8:45, so that's 8:45 quarter. So 7. No, yes, 8:40, 7:45, 9:45 Eastern time, I think, if that's correct, or 10:45. Somebody can put that in the chat there. But either way, Victor's. I think it's 7:40. Yeah, 7:45. So either way, Victor's pretty amazing. It's very graphical, and it's quite a unique experience. If you have not checked out Truth Wave Meditation, that's all you got to do is at Truth Wave Meditation, or type in Truth Wave, and it'll show right up. So check it out. It's hard to explain if you've not been there. It's intuitive meditation with, but it's very graphical, and however he's got it set up, it's quite an interesting setup there that he can he set an overlay on whatever he's utilizing for his live there. Whatever program that is, but so definitely, and he does it in the dawning and in the morning there. So check that out for sure. Just go to Truth Wave meditation on YouTube, and a lot of us are there. Most of us are in the chat in the evening. In the dawning, I don't think I'll ever be able to make it, but in the evening, generally, I try to make it because it's very chill. It's a good way to wind down your evening. There we go. Today, 9:45 Eastern. Thank you. So it's a 9:45. Yeah, I didn't think it was that late, but I guess it is. It's 9:45 on the Eastern time there. So check it out tonight. You'll see a lot of us. You'll see me, Henny, and a bunch of us in the chat there. So absolutely. Yeah, I will do a node at some point tonight. No, I'm dashing, but I will get it out, and I'll send you an email. And definitely, Truthwood. Thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. He has people on nodes. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to explain it, because if you try, it's you don't do things justice when you try to explain things. It just doesn't make any sense, and it didn't, honestly, for the first two videos. It didn't make sense until it did, and then it was like, oh wow, this is awesome. But it took a second or two. But welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of Good Dawning. I'm going to do something crazy on the camera here, and you can see me leaning over, right? So we are reaching for the press pot of coffee, right? I'm slowing the show down a little bit. We have the press pot of coffee. I had time to make the coffee, but I didn't have time to let it steep for the technical 8 minutes that you're supposed to steep a cup of press pot coffee, even if you stir it. So there we go. All right, we will pour it. And if you need some coffee here, I'm pouring this. I pour this just for you, and not on the table, right? There we go. All right, so the best part of waking up is spilling coffee on your table. So hang on one second. All right, there we go. All right. We didn't even hook up the microphone, so I am going to do that as well here real quick, which should take on the fly here. So grab this guy. And then all we got to do is plug her in. get this little box here. But the volume should change here. If it doesn't, then it didn't click it on. There it goes. All right, so now we should be on the microphone. All right, so good dawning, guys. Welcome. And again, Victor, thanks for showing up. Appreciate you and your crew, Ben Bacon Bits. We missed him last night. And so, yeah, check it out. 9:45, guys, AM, PM, every 12 hours on the 12, right? That's what so, and Saturdays and Sundays as well. So you'll see a lot of us in the crew there. Henny, myself, PG and whatnot as well. PG may be getting together with Krista at Blindly Inspired as well on Wednesday. If they do, I will post a link for that. Maybe doing a live about ChatGPT and such. I'm not sure. I am only getting what I get. So if they go live, I will definitely put a link. And Tuesday night, do not forget, Tuesday Night Live is back to normal. We have Laura B will be doing Tarot and Oracle at 7 p.m. Grateful. And we love Laura and are grateful to have such a talented Tarot and Oracle reader gifted on the channel here. So we are grateful to that. And so, yeah, letspiritguide.com is Laura's channel if you want to check her out prior to the show. If you're not familiar with whom she is, www.letspiritguide.com. All right, so if you missed last night with Blindly Inspired, and I sent notes to my notes to Millie there. I know she got those. If you need notes, I have pages of misspelled notes for you if you want them. But she's just a wealth of knowledge, and so we're grateful to have Blindly Inspired spinning the feng shui with us and getting us back in the flow. Keep reminding me to keep closing my bathroom door. So for sure. So yeah, flurries started in northern New Jersey. We're supposed to get snow here Tuesday, 3 inches finally, like real snow. But with the way our sun works here, if we get any snow, because we're 5,000 feet up and in a kind of a deserty, the sun just, it'll melt in an instant. Now, there'll be some spots that'll have snow till June because they don't get any sun. But yeah, so that's crazy as it is. All right, so let's getting started. Today's Monday, right? So on Mondays, this is a show. If you're new here, first off, welcome. Thank you. If you're watching this in a rewind or the replay, first off, thank you. And again, grateful to have you here. Please like and subscribe. It's the only way we get moving here. I never asked for these things. I'm going to get a little more formal about it. Try to clean this up a bit. But either way, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I do go live 5 days a week. I say 7 days a week, 7 times a week at least. And you never know. I may randomly go live, generally not during the, we'll go live outside, but not during the winter. But you never know. I could go live driving in the mountains or something, at least in the fringe of the mountains. Looks like they're trying to scrape the street, but I don't know. But there sounds like somebody's snow plowing, but there's no snow out there. Interesting. But nonetheless, guys, yeah, so we're about to finally get our first snow. Thank you as well. If I missed anyone saying hi to me, hi, Lucky Stone, welcome. I'm getting my frozen clothes from outside. Let them dry outside, but it's been too cold for that. Oh, I bet. It's finally gotten cold here. We're actually down into the teens. But all right, so this is a show about energetics. So if you're not been here before, I've been tasked by Saint Germain to work with the greater source field with everybody, myself specifically, to and then bring it out to the universe, but to create a universe with energetics, right? And so that's what we do here on Good Dawning, is to help you to create your universe via energetics with Saint Germain and the Violet Flame and Archangel Raphael, and all the rest of whom I channel. So today is Monday, and on Mondays we work with we do cord cutting, and we cut cords from our weekend, and we also cut cords from things that may have been in our trawl over the past few years with our parents, family, brothers, sisters, siblings, and kids and whatnot. So we also cut those cords as well. When we're cutting cords, cord cutting is an energetic act that can be done at any time. And so cutting cords, really, we're just clearing anything that's kind of just negative in our field, or at least what we would perceive negatives upon is kind of a subjective word. But anything that you feel that's stuck in your energetic field, we cut that, and we've been cutting cords from our parents and whatnot, close family members, on Monday now for a good couple of months. But by doing so, even if there's nothing specific, and we just cut any of the heavy cords that are in my field from X, Y, or Z, by cutting those energetic cords down or cutting them out, we can at least start to vibrate these things off of our auric field, out of our trauma body, and then turn this, once the trauma is out, then it becomes the light body because it holds more light. And that's the whole purpose here. So you can create your universe. So from our end, then, if you've not cut cords before, it's real simple. It's a self-guided act, and really all you have to do is either put the person's name like on a chalkboard and erase it. You can just say their name and break it in half. You can pull Bob and pull it out and cut the cord, like if you're doing like a form of Reiki. But either way, whatever works for you, you can put it on paper, ball it up, throw it away, or throw it in the fireplace, set it on fire. You can put it in the snow and then wipe it away. Whatever really truly works for you, you can do so. It's just about having the intention of putting the name out there and then somehow breaking that name. So I'm cutting the cord or erasing the name. So I'm cutting the cords of darker energies with that individual. A lot of people think you're cutting them out. You're not. We're the intentions. It's all based on intentions. So you're not looking to remove somebody from your universe. You're just looking to remove their darker field and their heavier energetics from your universe itself. So let's go ahead then and take a moment. We're going to breathe in, do some quick breath work to center in. Once we center in through our breath there, then we will do some quick cord cutting. And these are things that you can do all the time, and we'll explain after we do the cord cutting. Krista, good dawning. Once we're done here, I'll get a link out to you. I'll help you. I'll send the Zoom link out. But help Krista with something on the web, showing her how to use StreamYard. So we're going to help her with that, like you did with Lindsay. But a lot of it is you just have to jump out there. Good dawning, Lindsay. Welcome. Grateful to see you. Some things you just kind of have to jump out and do. But there's a few things I can show you. So if you need just a real basic tutorial on StreamYard, if you're looking to use that, you can always send me an email at mrfloydchannelings@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help you. As I'm going to help with Krista there, who may go live with PG on Wednesday, and if we do, we'll have a link. So, but we got to get on live, right? So we got to use StreamYard, which is free. If you get 20 hours free, if you want to do that. So 20 hours on live, that's 5 hours. That's not bad at all. That's really a decent deal. You just get their watermark in the corner. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, if you would. When we breathe in, though, we want to breathe in clean energy. So we just want to breathe in energy. We're going to say clean, open energy. So we're not putting anything behind it. We're letting the universe guide us this week. We're going to create intentions as well after we do this. We're going to start adding intentions to our day as well, and whatnot. So take a deep breath in. When we breathe in, we're going to breathe in just open possibilities. We're letting the universe guide us, kind of like Abraham Hicks, right? Being on the river, the flow on the river. That's what we're breathing in. And when we release, we're releasing lack, heavy energy, anything that's holding us down. Just energies of holding us down, holding us from our highest self, holding us from being our best self, holding us from creating, as Krista said here, blindly inspired, creating heaven on earth. You couldn't have said any better if you really tried there. So take a deep breath in with me, if you would, please. And breathe in, just clean, open possibilities. And breathe out anything that's blocking those possibilities. And when I breathe out, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm just breathing, no. But otherwise, I'm going to push it out. So I'm pushing that heavier energy out as well. So breathe in again, if you would. And we're going to breathe in, again, possibilities, awesomeness, and just seeing it as a clear road. We're letting the universe guide this week. We're letting the universe create through our intentions. And we're going to breathe out. And again, when we breathe out all heavy energies, anything that's blocking us. Lots of activity going on out there. So you never know. When you live in an apartment complex, you never know what's going on. So, and eventually at some point, they still have to do that piping project, which will push good dawning into my car or something, because they'll be here at 8:30 in the morning when we start, but we trust. We'll find a corner at a coffee shop and do it or something. It'll work. All right, so take one more breath in. And release. All right, so from your end now, this is going to be self-guided. We're going to cut cords. So start cutting cords, again, from your parents, any grandparents, siblings, wife, children, any close family members, or any energies that were left over from the weekend. Again, maybe you get like you went to the grocery store and you got cut off at the grocery store. Maybe a skateboarder cut your car off. Anything of anything that could be heavy, what have you, whatever it could be in your universe there. Keep all that in mind. We're going to cut cords for that today. We're not cutting the people out. We're just cutting those cords. So when you cut cords, just remember their names, and all you got to do is erase it or pull them from us. If you've been with us, then we've been doing this for quite a while. So go ahead and let's cut those cords. Good dawning, Grace, from this, Millie, from your weekend. And of course, any family member, close family member that's you've got anything that's still kind of percolating in your trauma body from. So let's cut those cords. You'll see me erasing from the chalkboard. Pull out the energy. Somebody's outside with a drill. I'm almost tempted to go see what's going on, but really, I guess it'll figure itself out. No, they've been working to change lights and stuff around here too. So that's kind of interesting. All right. So if you have cords that you want to continue to cut, feel free to do so. And of course, cutting cords, it's just as simple as, ooh, you said what? Ugh. I erased that. That's not in my field. Anything you want to cut, somebody says something, they're karmic, and you start hanging around somebody who's, sounds like they're drilling in my door. If you say something that's karmic, right? Or if you're hanging around somebody who says something that's karmic and you want to erase that, poof, just literally erase them, not the physical person, but that comment from your universe. I just removed the energy from it, pull it away. I don't, what? Whatever you choose to do, you can do. Remember, it's all about, this whole universe is just about energetic intention anyways. So, all right, so let's work with the cards real quick here as well. We're going to set an intention for today, and we're going to do that daily from now on. So today I intend to see more opportunity in my universe. So today we've got the Emerald Tower, right? And so we're seeing abundance and opportunity. So today we see more opportunity in our universe. So that's our intentions for today, is to ground into more opportunity. So our mantra then for today is, I take the opportunities as they come to me. So I see more opportunities is my intention. So I ask my universe, I intend to see more opportunity as I step out the front door. If you ask your universe what you intend, I intend to create more love or more joy or more helpfulness in my universe, then that's what we end up creating those things in our universe, but we don't want to know how. That's the point. We're not here to tell our universe how we want to create this or how it should be created per se. So we just ask the universe to, this is what we want to see, and it's up to you to, we're here to ride the river, so to speak. So you create it, and this is what we're looking for. All right. So as you step out your door today, and you may already have, just see, like right at my door. I don't know what they're doing out there. I'm half tempted to go check. So if I decide to, bear with me. Somebody banging on you got a drill out there too. I have no idea. But either way, I guess curiosity killed the cat, right? Let's go ahead and work with the cards here. So when you step out your door today, just remember, you are the abundance you're looking for. You're the opportunity you are looking for. So if you have an intention to my universe, I see all the opportunities as they come to me. I am grateful. Whereas you always want to have an intention to be more love. That should be your underlying intention always. But to see more opportunity, then yeah. And then we're going to be starting to ground into more gratitude, more opportunity, more abundance on this channel as we get into 2025. We're going to do these cards here. Then what we're going to do is, being the second week of January, we're going to get into our intention or goals as well, our first goal. So we're going to work on that after the cards here. If you did not write a goal, we'll go over that as well. But all right, so let's we shuffled. This is I got to get some new decks, and I don't work a lot with tarot because I just don't know all of it. I know the Three of Swords, and I know a good chunk of it, honestly. And so I do have a couple of decks here, and I've got an amazing deck that I got, the Light Seekers deck, Seers deck from Millie, that I don't use that often, but I will bring it out this week. I want to work with more tarot so that I learn it, and maybe even hook up with Laura a little bit to clear up some of my miss on the cards there. But generally, I'm more intuitive as a tarot reader, but for a group, it's kind of different. But like individually, I'm more of a third eye reader than seeing on the cards. All right, so this is going to be backwards, guys. Again, if you're a YouTube, if you've been with us and you're a YouTube or an Android engineer and tell me why I'm backwards, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. Seems to be a coding issue with YouTube because I did find a Reddit thread where other people about 20 some odd days ago went backwards as well. If you're not using some sort of software to render on YouTube. All right, if you're just going through YouTube. This is the Kyle Gray Divine Masters deck. It's an amazing deck. And so there'll be more decks coming. I'm going to order a new Oracle deck here and there occasionally. But like I said, this week we'll break out the tarot as well. You may even see my original tarot deck at some point also. But yeah, I haven't used her in a while. But I'm more of an Oracle guy. But all right, so let's cut this. We're going to take the bottom card. I do this a little differently. I use the bottom card as the energetics of what we're looking to do. And then the top three, 1, 2, and 3. And Jules. I had an interview scheduled with Jules today. It was supposed to be, and I didn't realize it was scheduled. He was going to schedule it so early. But either way, Blindly Inspired, I will get with you after this. I'll send the link out and we'll get that set up. But as far as Jules goes, if you're watching Jules, you set it up for not. Jules, I was interviewed by Jules once. It was my first interview, if you guys remember. And so we set up a follow-up interview for today, but he set it up at 9 a.m. So Jules, if you're watching, in 5 minutes, I replied to your email there, but I can't be there. So yeah, exactly. But with the time changes, it's always gets goofy when you're like switching, like doing interviews with people like in UK or Chris, because it's easy to like mess up the times there. So Jules, if you are watching, swing that forward a couple hours there, and we'll. All right. So today's cards today, and again, this is the Divine Masters deck by Kyle Gray. It'll be inverted. I apologize, guys, if it's inverted. The only thing I can do, mirrors. I'll go in Temu and get us a whole bunch of mirrors, and I can mail you a little mirror. Hathor. Okay, so today is about light activation, and that's again seeing opportunity as well. Activate that light. Opportunities to activate your light, but Hathor is asking us to activate our light, acceleration, brilliance, and standing in your light. So this is what we're looking to achieve: is standing in our light, which is the light body, right? The whole idea of all of this is to release the trauma and then realize we're source as we release through the trauma and step into our light body so that we are activated. And as the light body, then we are the vibrational match to the frequency of the light of the universe. And it flows through us and we create. And that's your source creator through the light. All right, Buddha. There you go. So first off, with Buddha, are you creating suffering in your universe with expectations? Buddha, right? Highlighted awareness. So when we're talking about grounding into opportunity, highlighted awareness with Buddha. So make peace with the thoughts in your world, which would definitely lead to doing more meditation as well. Grounding, doing meditation. Light, activating your light. So if you're making peace with your world and you've got heightened awareness, you can easily step into the light activation. All right, next card. We've seen her before a couple of times, and at this point, I'm going to call her part of the family. And if you don't, she's come up at least 4 times, if I'm correct. You guys can correct me on this. But and I'm using these cards. These are the Divine Master cards. So it's pretty much anyone and everyone you can think of who would be a Divine Master of some sort. There's way more than these cards, but nonetheless, you'll see what I mean. Joan of Arc is back. Stand in your light. Joan of Arc was the light that she stood in. She knew she was her own light. So yeah, if you're a Buddha, make peace with your thoughts. I really, if you just live your life between these two, you'd be pretty straight. So yeah, Joan of Arc, step into that energy, right? So yeah, don't be afraid. Stand up for yourself. If you can only stand up for yourself if you're activating your light. And we've had her out here once before. All right, so we're talking about opportunity, right? And so I'm getting shivers on that one. Ma'at is coming through, and the card specifically says, wake up to your options. See the opportunities, choose the highest good. I don't make these things up. All right, so to recap, we have Hathor, right? Hathor is asking us to step in and activate our light. And that's the goal of all of this and the general purpose here. and generally speaking, is activate the light that you are source, right? Or the Jesus, Yeshua consciousness, either way. And so from doing so, to do so, it's asking us, and so this week it's a big task, stepping into your light. Buddha. So first off, don't create any traumas or any expectations. That's why we don't, when we create an intention to see the opportunities in our universe and always to be more love, that intention isn't, we don't have anything behind it. The universe gives us, we're allowing the universe now, we've partnered with the universe. I intend to see opportunity. So what does that mean? I'm telling my universe then, you intend to show me opportunity, right? So I'm telling my universe, I see opportunity. So that means I'm creating opportunity. So I have to have that opportunity has to come to me, right? Because I'm in with my universe. Joan of Arc. We all know who Joan of Arc is, and you can Bill and Ted, right? She dancercise class, right? She can lead the heck out of a jazzercise or dancercise class, exercise class, right? So yeah. So from your end, grab your inner jazzercise and take control of the class. Essentially, is what. So or your universe, either way you want to look at it. She's also the sacred activist. So be the activist, and do not be afraid. Stand up for your beliefs. But are you being an activist in your universe? A lot of us are activists. We can throw all the tomato paint we want on sunflower pictures, but are you active in your universe, or are you just or tomato sauce on sunflower pictures? There we go. Ma'at. All right. So Ma'at, divine intervention. Let the universe intervene. When you're creating an intention of any sort, I intend to see the opportunity in my universe, as we're doing today. Let the universe divinely intervene in that intention then. A lot of us cut that off 5 minutes later. I don't see anything. It's not like FedEx is going to go deliver it to your door, but you have to go out the door, but let the intention show and flow. And again, sorry, those are upside down. If you're an Android engineer or a YouTube programmer, then why did you flip the codex? And what's going on as to why we're upside down or backwards? But nonetheless, guys, yeah, remember, it's all about your intentions. All of it. This is all an intentional universe. Speaking of intentions, we're not doing New Year's resolutions because we don't find ourselves to be resolute. And so we bring our energy field down if we do something that's not resolute in our universe, or we become unresolute. So 99% of New Year's resolutions fail. And then we've already started our New Year's up with a failure. Instead, we're setting up simple goals first. And we set 4 simple goals over the month of December, with 1 intermediate, and then we have 1 monster goal, right? And hopefully you guys put them on paper there. And so what we want to do today is ground into our first goal. For myself, it's quite simple. My first goal was to drink more water. So I have a goal of drinking at least 3 to 4 of these. If I do 3, I have met my goal. But 3 to 4 of these a day. So that's the first goal. And the reason why we're setting up simple goals, my luck here, I set this down, it will spill. So let me close that. All right. So the reason why we set up simple goals is so that as we work, we're graduating through our goals. So we take the easiest goal first, which may be going to bed early, taking a walk every other day, whatever it is for you, just something stupidly simple. Eating a little bit healthier or cutting something out of your diet, whatever it is. We want to get that started today. And as we see the results, right, we can check the goals off on our list. So today we start in 2 weeks, we can check off, right? You got to give a goal time. You can drink more water today, but then if you take the camel to the water tomorrow, we may not want any. But so you got to give it some time. So in 2 weeks, we're going to come back. We've got a whole year to do this. So 2 weeks, we're going to come back and recycle back to our original goal number 1. So, and if you're new here, just create a simple goal. Instead of resolutions, because they just bring down our field, we end up being unresolute. So what do? We create a pattern already set up for 2025. We set that pattern up then as well. I guess I'm just not going to follow through. Boom. There you go. And they kept that your pattern. You set it up right then and there. We set that pattern up when we don't follow through on a resolution, and we start the ground downward into the old behaviors and old patterns, and it all just falls apart from there. So let's work on that first goal, whatever that goal was or is for you. Again, mine's just literally drinking more water. And anybody need a refill on their coffee there? But mine's literally just drinking more water. And of course, it's filtered through a filter as well. And so, is your water filtered? Are you filtering? This is your question. It's not mine. Are you filtering the fluoride and the PFAs and such from your water? The fluoride may be gone in a jiffy, but the PFAs are probably never going anywhere. So make sure you get some sort of water filter that will filter your PFAs out of the water as well. Just as Krista said, there's no flow in water that goes through pipes. If you have to filter it, at least that they'll and then put your energetics into it. That's one thing, but there's no flow from water from a pipes. It's stagnant and in industrialized energy, to say the least. Which is we're all industrialized anyways with our diets and farming and everything else. So yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a great modern invention to have piping water, and taking a shower is a blessed deal. Being able to do so, washing your clothes, and if you're not grounding into that in gratitude, then you're really missing out. And that's something that Saint Germain wants to talk about. It's grounding into gratitude and seeing the opportunities in your living universe. So we're going to quickly do our group manifestation. So as a group, we've been manifesting, and we manifest together. Right now, we're just going to manifest seeing opportunities. So let's all take a moment and breathe in. Again, we breathe in all awesomeness, clean road ahead, right? We just see that open road. So all possibilities, right? So breathe that in, and we breathe out anything that's blocking us from that. Maybe your old beat up Datsun pickup truck needs a replacement, right? So breathe in and breathe out. All right, there we go. So let's do our group manifestation real quick, and we're just going to manifest that, and we're going to just really state after me. I allow my universe to bring opportunities to me, and I'm open to seeing all those opportunities for my highest joy. And we're just going to manifest that today. And of course, go to www.chloescrystals.com as you do so. And of course, Lindsay, as we are manifesting for Lindsay as well, grace and ease in the reunion between you and your children. So put that out there. Let's hold that up to the highest light. We see chloescrystals.com, and we are also seeing grace and ease for Lindsay. We're not seeing literally great. There's a grace in the chat. So good dawning. But no, we're seeing ease and grace for Lindsay in reunion with their children. So we're seeing that as well. So hold that up all into the highest light, guys. If you have something you want to manifest, it's not even like the prayer. Like, all right, in the prayer line here, you got a prayer. You can put it on the prayer line, right? We'll take care of you. But no, we're not talking like that. But if you got a manifestation and you want to put your manifestation on the manifestation line, give us an email at Mr. Floyd Channelings, right? With an S at gmail.com. And yeah, the old school preacher in me will, not that I've ever been one in any past life that I can recall, will jump on it there, and we will get it in good dawning. And 20 of us manifesting, 20 times faster than one of you manifesting. So if we're all typing chloescrystals.com into our browser, if we're all seeing Lindsay hugging her children for the first time in a few years, right? And we can all feel that as well. We've got to feel it as well as see it, right? Feel how awesome that would be for Lindsay. Feel how awesome that is to experience just standing there and experiencing that in the visual, right? Poof, it'd be mind-blowing. It'd be amazing, right? I doubt you wouldn't cry. So see that, feel that, and then be in that space. And that's how we're going to create for everybody in the 2025. There's no manifestation that you have to carry on your own unless it's something you want private, like you're trying to manifest I need a new bondage master or something. So I'm not saying I do, but we're just creating you want to create something like, whatever. But nonetheless, if you have something that you want to manifest that's outside of something that's crazy or different, send me an email and we'll get it into the show. And we can all help you to manifest, like chloescrystals.com. Reverend Floyd, Josh, the Protect, new channel. Yeah, there we go, right? Reverend Floyd. That sounds like something also like Opie, right? Like Reverend Floyd. Flo is a Floyd the Barber, but no. But yeah. Oh my God, I didn't realize there were two Bonnies. I thought Bonnie Binsky changed her YouTube. Nice. We are happy We are grateful. We are, but exactly. So, yeah. So let's we'll see that in our living universe there, and ground into that for today for sure. But all right, let's see what we're gonna bring in Saint Germain here. And Jules, again, if you're anywhere checking where I'm at, I hope you check YouTube as well, and I'm live. So if you want to reschedule that, if you're seeing this in the background there, you can reschedule anytime in like the next hour or 45 minutes, hour, what have you. That's fine. But I will check my email. And again, if you're listening, so yeah. So if you want to interview with me, that's fine. But keep in mind I'm live Monday through Friday here. So, but there should be a new interview with me and Jules at some point. We'll get it all figured out here. But um, it happens. I actually, when I interviewed Jules, when I went on Jules's interview there, I was already screwed up one time, and I got there half an hour early, and it was all messed up. But so the time zones when you're doing an interview with somebody in England or in UK, and I'm over here, then the time zones it gets goofy as all. Like you can, it's all in GMT, right? And GM. I'm a watch guy, but I make GMTs in there. But nonetheless, I should set one the UK time because I should set the GMT hand to the UK time. Yeah, I know. I've always been fascinated with time because maybe it's because I know that all time exists at once. So all this went at the same time, right? And so everything everywhere all at once. But nonetheless, we're stuck in that linear space of it where it goes, but then you have to stretch it out, like roll it out, like a fruit roll up, right? You got to roll out you got to roll it all out, and then you got to live it, even though it's all happening at once. So it always fascinates me how we try to encapsulate time through calendars and watches and whatnot when time really doesn't even exist except in the matrix that we're currently living in. So yeah, I don't know where it came from, but anyways, let's bring in Saint Germain, and we're going to do a channeling here. So make sure, guys, that whatever your first goal was or is or going to be, if you're creating goals for 2025, we created 4 easy goals. We created 1 intermediate goal. You can create a second one if you want, and then 1 mondo goal, right? 1 large goal that we're going to encapsulate, but we're going to not even touch the large goal till we start checking off the other goals first so that we have that headwind into 2025. So let's go ahead and bring in Saint Germain for the moment. And we always start off with Saint Germain. If you've not seen me channel before, I channel every good dawning here. So I channel 5 days, at least 5 days a week. I have intentions of doing individual channeling, and that even may start today. Just channeling and then just putting not like Dan. I'm not Daniel Scranton, but kind of like that, where I'm just going to channel. And so you'll see that. And so if you just want to watch a channeling, you'll be able to see those as well. I have to. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. But yeah, so from my end there, then I'm an open channel, so that means that I can drink coffee, shuffle. The box is closed, but usually my hands are busy shuffling the cards or something. My eyes are wide open. So first time I channeled Archangel Raphael. And Saint Germain. I left the channeling open. I had no idea what I was doing. Most people close the channeling, right? And like, okay, thank you, have a nice day, and then they go about doing. I just left it open. And so they're always in my auric field. They're kind of always here. And any channeler generally just has to start channeling, and the channel comes through. But sometimes you have to get into space. If you watch Archangel Raphael Kelly, she does a thing, or Daniel Scranton just does an energy toning to get himself into his vibration to channel. And so for me, I just left the vibration open, so to speak. I just never did anything after my first channeling except put it up on YouTube. And so I didn't ever closed it out or anything. So I left Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain open in my channel, in my heart chakra, in my chakra, and in my auric field. And so when I channel, they're always right there. So it's that's the difference. Open channeling versus trance channeling, just getting into that space to channel. It's just a different way to do so. But there's no channeling that's right or wrong. There's no wrong way or right way to channel. And all of us do channel. All of you hear voices in some fashion or another, or even if you get of an idea, even if you could be channeling that. If you hear something different in your head, it's all about slowing down and in meditation, of course, and not watching the whatever is going on in the greater source field, the who's doing what to whom and where and why, and the show, right? I mean, you're here to observe the show, but not being a part of it. If you step out, that's the first thing, stepping out of the show. And as you step out of the show, the voices quiet down. As you get rid of your traumas, it all quiets down. The other voices can come in. That's the light body, right? Because It all ties together. Once you start removing the darkness from the body, then the light vibrates out and you're attracting and you can bring in and you'll hear those voices. All of us channel in some form or fashion, whether it's our higher self or physically channeling Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, or what have you. Saint Germain channels millions of people. It's whether they hear or not. His energy is, and as you ascend into your light body as a higher soul, as a higher vibrational soul, you realize your bilocation, and you can go anywhere. You can just, I can be Saint Germain, even myself. I could technically be in energetics in all with all of you at the same time, because even though I'm confined, I'm still infinite and can break apart into an infinite number of pieces nonetheless. You can dice an atom forever, theoretically. That's the idea. And since we're just that much source, 21 grams or whatever of source, compacted in here, like the Energizer battery, right? So you can dice that battery up and spread it out. But so yeah, so keep that in mind. All right, let's bring in Archangel Raphael here. And so as I'm channeling here, it may look like I'm even not doing anything, but you'll get it. All right. Good morning and welcome. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we are channeling through Josh for you, to you today. We say the same thing generally every day, so you know that it is us, that we are here for you. Why else would we be here? We are here to help you to create your loving, living universe. And we are grateful to have you here. And we are going to see Lindsay. She is in the chat right there. Hold Lindsay in the highest light. We are going to see her with her children, right? No mom should be separated from their children. Well, I mean, granted, if she's wheeling an axe, that's a whole different deal. But otherwise, we are going to see that separation dissolved, right? And we are going to see Lindsay holding her children and her universe resolved. Can you say that in your universe? My universe. Repeat after Saint Germain. We're going to steer you in the wrong direction. No, just kidding. We are always trying to steer you in the direction that is to your highest light, of course, right? So can you say to yourself, my universe is resolved, right? There you go. And of course, your intention for today, as you step out your front door, your side door, or you climb out your window, whatever works for you. We do not judge how you leave your abode, right? Hopefully you have an abode. If you are in your car and that is your abode, then big favor to you. And if you are in a tent, even bigger favor to you, and maybe abundance find you for sure. And in yourself, you have to realize you are your abundance. So it'll find you inadvertently, right? Because it comes in from inside you and then shows out, right? So you have to see that you are the inversion abundance that you are looking for. It doesn't come from the outside. You are, everything you see on the outside is a reflection of where you are sitting in yourself on the inside. So if you are not seeing yourself as abundant, then you are not going to see abundance in your universe, and you are not going to see the opportunities that are flowing, right? We are in a flowing, right? Maritime law, there you go. So the flow of opportunity to you, right? I am in the flow of all opportunity to my universe. You could say that as well. What we are seeing is, though, that the intention for today is to be an opportunity magnet, right? To see that opportunities coming to you in your living universe. Can you see that you are the opportunities that you have been looking for? Meaning that you cannot bypass anybody else to be the opportunity for you. You are your own opportunity. What does that mean? To be your own opportunity means that you are open to all possibilities inside, right? Are you shutting yourself off through lack? Are you telling yourself that you are not worthy of all possibilities? This is a question. You came to earth. You're the one who said, I'm going to come to earth. Did you come to earth to say, I'm going to come to earth to be unabundant? I'm going to come to earth to not have enough. And I'm going to come to earth to live in lack and fear and pain, right? Did you do that? Some of us wanted to create those situations so that we get out of them, so we learn that we are not in lack or fear or pain. But nonetheless, for you, are you in that lack right now? And are you running around in your universe fearing and being in lack and not seeing the opportunities that Saint Germain and yourself are guiding yourself to, that you let them drive right by, right? It's up to you if you want a drive-by opportunity or not. But if you can slow down in your universe and realize that you are creating all of this, and if you are saying to yourself, I see opportunity in my universe, and I grab all the opportunities in my universe, you are then telling yourself that I see those opportunities. There's nothing else that can occur unless you break that bond. You stop that from happening, right?
So how would you stop yourself from seeing yourself in the opportunities or the opportunities for yourself? Well, that's when you come in from your trauma body, right? Realize you are in duality, right? You are traumatized and you are living in a trauma situation. Most of your reactions to your universe are based on rote trauma reactions. You are not sitting there thinking the grand abundance. I am seeing all the opportunity. Woo, there's an opportunity. It's driving right at me, right? You are not feeling that. You're like, what opportunity? I am not opportunistic. There's lack in my universe. And I'm not in Josh's, but we are just using examples here. Remember, the words are spells. So be careful how you state things in your loving, living universe. So, Chloe'sCrystals.com, the greatest place to buy crystals, right? Nonetheless, we keep it in the family. Can you see that if you are the abundance you are looking for, you're the opportunities that you are looking for, then why would you tell yourself that there's no opportunity? I am nothing good for me happens, all of this. You will create that. You have to realize, and I'm really trying to get this as loud as possible. What you say in your universe about your universe is what you see of your universe. Saint Germain wants to double down on that so you understand what we are trying to say here. Your energy, the energy behind your intention, anything you say, I am, right? You are, I am is the great energy, right? Saint Germain. You are the I am that I am. So what you say after I am is what creates your universe. And if you are, I am seeing opportunity, but you won't have the energy behind that. I see the opportunity, sure, whatever. You will not see the opportunity because you are not putting sincere energy behind that. You are not believing that. It has to go with your belief, whatever your rote energetic is, belief. Do you believe that you are here to see opportunity, to have opportunity come to you, for your universe to be abundant and amazing? If you do not believe that, you will not see that in your universe. Are you understanding? If you do not see yourself as the great abundance, as the opportunities that you are looking for, you will see lack, right? And maybe you are seeing, I am not worthy of having abundant situations. I have to karma to clear or whatever it is, or I did this, because I am who I am. Well, who are you? You are sauce. We are all the same. You are conflating who you are. A lot of us think that we are not worthy of this or that. Do realize when you are sitting next to Bill Gates, right? You are not that you will. Next to whomever you like who is rich, Mark Cuban or whoever it might be, even DT, right? You are sitting whomever is rich. If you are to sit next to somebody like that, the only difference is their beliefs about themselves. It is all that is. There's no difference in you and anybody else who has money. They are the same for you. You are the same as them. The energy that created them is the same energy that creates you. The energy that keeps them alive, the battery, right? The energizer battery, right? That keeps them going is the same energizer battery that keeps you going. That is why you can all the same, right? The only difference is in your programming, in who you became when you were born. We are all clean slate, exactly the same. The moment you are born, the only difference is maybe a little bit of what you learn in the womb, right, in your past. But you put all babies, take them immediately from mom, put them immediately in cribs and lay them across. They are equal, at the exact moment, equal energetics. They are not programmed. They have been treated exactly the same. 22 seconds from birth to poof, you put them in the crib and there they are. So they are exactly the same. You're going to still have one that wake up as a crackhead. You're going to have one that ends up doing meth or something crazy. You're going to have one that becomes a millionaire. You know what? And you're going to have one that makes $45,000 a year and struggles with their family. And then one that maybe invents something that changes the universe, right? And it's all about programming and what they are programmed in the first 5, 6, 7 years of their universe. That is it. There's no difference between us. So if you are thinking that I am not worthy to have money, Elon Musk, well, yeah, there may be a difference with him, but nonetheless, but Elon Musk's money, right? It's so far out of reach, or whatever it is, being able to create something so amazing is so far out of reach. It is not. It is only out of reach in here and in here. And from the programming, remember, all the babies, they're all the same. From the programming that you would have when you are a child, right? So it is up to your parents, right? If you had super parents that told you you are a superman, a superwoman, and can do anything, then you would end up having a super life. If you have comic parents or what have you that told you you are a stupid life and you are whatever, you are this or that or dumb or garbage, whatever it is in your universe, then you end up programmed that way, and that's how you end up. You don't end up as garbage. You end up waking up realizing I am not garbage. I was programmed that way, but hopefully, nonetheless. Some of us do, some of us don't. But from your end, this is how you find your light, right? If you are programmed in the dark, you find your light by deprogramming, getting deprogrammed. You program yourself. You mother yourself, right? You take care of yourself. And that's just what a lot of us are doing here, is deprogramming ourselves from the programs that when we were late, remember, babies are the same. But when your parents, who may be comic, right, or maybe just broken themselves, are putting their crap into you, right? They're putting their energies into you. You are learning broken too, right? It is only when you realize that you are taught broken and that you are not broken itself, wake up. You start to wake up from all that, right? So love yourselves. Do realize you are not broken. Realize you are everything you are looking for in your universe. And it's all programming. Remember the babies, right? So you are the programming of what your parents put in, but you are unlimited source love energy. You are the master and the creator of your life, of your universe. And everything that you see out of your eyes, you have to realize through your real eyes that you created it, that it wasn't forced down your throat, that if you are sitting in some situation that you don't like, and you are not seeing opportunity in your universe, and you are not having joy on the daily in your universe, then you created that for yourself, of yourself, to yourself. It's only you who can step yourself out of it. If you win the lottery, it doesn't change anything. You could still be just as miserable. You would just have more opportunity to create more misery in your universe by attaching to the money or things or anything else. So realize what you really are is the source love, and all of it is just programming. Remember the babies, right? You are the programming of the parent who put it into the, but you are not the broken. See those opportunities in your universe. Be grateful to see them. We're going to ground into more gratitude this week as well. But see the opportunities and realize you are the love you've been looking for. You are the energy you've been looking for. And you are the opportunity that you have been looking for. We are Archangel Raphael and Saint Germain, and we have channeled. There's not much Archangel Raphael left because he does his own thing now. See, we can bring him in, but it's the same. We are two different energies now. Saint Germain has peeled off from Archangel Raphael because he does not need that energy. Josh does not need that energy to understand who Saint Germain is, right? He's been channeling me now for a year, almost a year, over a year. So, all right, we have dehydrated Josh. He had been in more of a trance than he normally gets in. Sometimes it's a lighter trance. If you hear his voice is a little more crackly and such, he is in a deeper trance. So we are going to drink some coffee here, but we are grateful for you. Remember to use your violet flame. We are going to use it here. Josh is going to invoke. We are going to do an invocation for love on planet Earth, right? And so to do so, we are going to ground into that, and we are going to send some healing out to the universe. So we will use the violet flame on that. So we are releasing transmission, and grateful to have you at releasing transmission. It's like, all right, it's like a fog, like lose my mind. It's weird. All right, just thing to remember is sage removes good and bad energy. You need to then bring in the good. I usually use Palo Santo as Palo Santo. I like that, Millie. Palo Santo for sure. If you're moving into an apartment, use sage because you'll clear you'll empty the energetics. You don't want anybody's. It's not that it's a bad thing, but good energy in there, even if it's not yours, just clear it out. But yeah, if you use Palo Santo, then you'll just clear out the negative energy in the space. At work, I just use Palo Santo and clean myself, and I feel lighter every time I do so. But at home, I need to buy some Palo Santo, but I got a sage stick at home. But if you're in good energy, that if you sage your apartment or house, and then it goes right back. So it's not any big deal. Oil can be quite trippy I'm going to leave that one alone. I do a good New Year's sage. Oh, beautiful. Exactly. First of the month as well. Don't forget to work with, and we'll bring that up in February at the end of the month. Cinnamon spells for abundance. We're going to do everything we can crush into ourselves this year for abundance and opportunity. So when you step out your door today, are you seeing the opportunities that are there for you, given to you by your universe? That's the question. Opportunities flow into your living universe if you let them. All right, guys. Let's do a peace invocation real quick. We're going to close out the show. We do this to close out every day. Pardon me. Yeah, sometimes it's been dry out here. Getting cold, like 10 degrees dry, and 5% humidity, and 10% at the most. And so it's real dry out here. So and that and channeling, I kind of takes I get dehydrated. It just takes like a lot of fluids out of me, if that makes any sense. So yeah, Big Dad, good dunning. Palo Santo does have a wonderful. I love the smell of Palo Santo. It's interesting. I'll burn it in the store, and then either people will be like, "Ooh, what's that smell?" or they love it. I've never seen anybody like, "It's all right." Either they love the smell or they hate it, and like hate it to the they'll like leave the store. Like, I can't be here. It smells too bad. I put. Know what they're doing now. There's more construction going on out there. All right, guys. So I took a pause to hear what somebody's doing with a drill and something outside. But all right, so let's take a deep breath in. And again, when we breathe in, we're going to breathe in all opportunity, and when we breathe out, we're going to breathe out all just stale. Actually, when we breathe in, we're going to see that open road, and we breathe out, we're going to breathe out all that stale, unopportunistic energy. Right. So breathe in, we see the open. We breathe in the openness, the clarity, the possibilities, the opportunity, and we breathe out, stale, right? One more, breathe in, and you can do this if you want. It's a way to get rid of like heavier emotions and heavier cortisol. You want to release some cortisol? Blah. Just looks crazy. Ooh, channeling energetics. I burp sometimes after I channel. Left. It's because I build up all this energy, and so to release it, I burp. So I just had to excuse me there, pardon me. Channeling energetic burp, but. All right, guys. So let's. Hi, Josh, and everyone. Favor is our sending love for healing. Thank you, Drumstud. Thank you. Welcome. And grace. Cinnamon is great for abundance. Sprinkle it around, especially the front of your property and the front door. Yeah, as we get closer to the end of the month, January, you want to do these things generally on the 1st. It's Abundance Day. So the 1st of February, so the 1st of February, we will do and each month after, we'll do an abundance spell of some sort. And if it's not the first day that we get together with cinnamon. So remember that, have some cinnamon available on the first show in February, and we will do a spell. But let's go ahead and lean forward. We're going to do a group hug. So lean forward. Energetics in a group hug work just as well. I mean, you don't get the physical aspect. And there's something to be said for that, because the moment you get touched by somebody in a hug situation, your cortisol levels drop, your blood pressure drops, your cells break open, more light comes in, your breathing re-regulates if you're out of breath, out of regulation, generally speaking. Now, if you're getting hugged by Charles Manson or something, maybe a whole different deal. But if you're getting hugged by anybody who has any sort of vibration of love, there you go. But yeah. So helter-skelter on that. All right, so take a deep breath. Let's lean forward. Mary, is that Mary Wins? All right, lean forward. Big hug. All right, so we're hugging each other. We see each other. If you want to repeat or just ground into the energy here, we hug each other as a group. We see each other in love and light. We see each other in all awesomeness. We see each other holding each other up in love in the highest healing ever. We see each other lifting other channels up, other YouTube channels in the family. We see each other lifting each other up in abundance, chloescrystals.com. We see each other holding each other up in healing. Rick, Lindsay, anybody out there who needs it. Of course, we hold up Blindly Inspired, who got her stuff from South Africa today, hopefully. We hold up anybody in Millie with her situation with her daughter that we're not sure if that was just in a text chat. Favor to that. Favor to anybody who's got anything going on in your universe. We send you love, and we see everything in everybody's universes as resolved. Say that. We see it as what? Resolved. chloescrystals.com, it's resolved. That's what she does for a living. Lindsay's kids, she sees them all the time. That's resolved. Rick, what health issue? He's been healed for years. That's resolved. We see everything as resolved in our universes. And yeah, lean forward, big group hug. We see everything on the earth resolved as well. All the conflicts, all the hate, all the disparaging that we see in the earth. All the separation, all the lack. We see all of it resolved. We see love and healing in everybody, and we see our earth family in its highest loving light, helping each other and lifting each other up in love and in our galactic universal family as light. There we go. All right. So, in the hug, in the highest loving light, so be it for all of us. All right, guys. We end every day with the group hug here. So, awesome. Love you all. John and Viviani just went live, so perfect timing. Yeah, I just got the notification. So, if you guys are so inclined, John Binney is live, and Viviani, you can go to either channel. If you know Viviani, she is a friend of the channel, so I definitely would support her if you at Viviani Heller, or you can go to at John Binney and check out your Akashic reading there. And if you want a reading from either of them, just throw everything into the chat in full caps. They will accommodate you, and of course, PayPal or Venmo. Energetic return in our universe is generally done through either money or actions, and in this case, money is the action. So if you do get a reading from them, it's not required, but a donation is always great. Remember, tomorrow night we will have Laura B on the channel. She will be live. Crystal, look out for an email from me in a couple of minutes, and we will show you how to use StreamYard. Lindsay, big favor and love. May you reunite with your kids. Chloe'sCrystals.com, guys. Keep punching that in your browser. I will see you all tomorrow in the dawning, and of course, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Laura B, I'm looking forward to seeing you as well. I was not on Allie Martin this weekend. She got sick and posted a favor to Allie. We did not put her in the in the group hug here. So Allie, since I did not get on your channel this weekend, favorite big healing hugs from the flu energies that were moving through you this weekend, and may they move through fast and fury, right in and out. Like that, right? Back to the clear energies, right? We see you in clear energies, Ali, and we will reschedule at another time. All right, guys, I love you. Stay awesome. Remember, everything we do creates our universe. If we're still in our dark night of the soul, as we release the darkness into the light, we vibrate faster, and we create our living, loving universe. Remember how awesome you are. You're a creation of Source. You are the spark of the divinity walking on planet Earth. And if you don't realize how awesome that is, get in a car one day and realize the control chaos and how awesome. Just I'm Source driving in a car. You may get that one day. So amazing. All right, guys. Enjoy your day on planet Earth. Enjoy your movie. And what can you create? Remember, let all the awesomeness flow in and see every opportunity you can. I see the opportunities as they come to me. All right, guys. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I will see you all in the next. Love you.